What's going on, guys? Chris back with you with another unboxing and review video. And if you've been waiting for this one, you're in luck because today is the day. This is going to be for Proscenic's newest robotic vacuum. This is the LDSM7 robotic vacuum with many features: the sweeping, the mopping, and the vacuuming. It also works with your smart device like Google Home or your Amazon Echo Dot Echoes that are Alexa enabled. If you don't have one of those devices, you can control it via Wi-Fi as well. It has that capability. Let's run a couple specs by you guys real quick and we'll get it out of the box. And of course, we're gonna take it for a full test run and see what she can do. The electronic control water tank is 500 milliliters. You can schedule daily cleanings. The suction is 2000 PA. It has laser smart technology, visible interactive map, cleans up after your pets, virtual wall specialized. You can download the app in the App Store, Google Play Store, or the Apple App Store. So let's get it out of the box and we'll run a couple more specs by you when we get into the manual. Hey guys, if you're new here, welcome. We have a lot of fun here. Smash that subscribe button down below and turn on your bell notifications so when fresh content comes out, you're the first to know. All right, let's go ahead and flip over the box here. And just like all my unboxing and review videos, in the description box below is going to be the link for this exact same robotic vacuum. You guys in the UK, you will be linked below. So look for those links in the description box below. All right, the box is open and we have our manual right on top here. We'll go ahead and set that out of the way for just a second. And right here on the top, we have our mop. Let's go ahead and look at that here. We have our two different type of cloths. This one is a little bit more coarse. This one would be very, very soft here. Clips into the bottom of your vacuum there, and that would be your mop cloths. Removing that guy there, that's gonna do it. And we'll go ahead and start with the back portion here, which is gonna be all our plugs, etc. And we're gonna get to the vacuum here in just a second. Let's go ahead and get it out of the box though. And then on the very bottom of the box, we are gonna have our sweeper blades here. We got two of those on the bottom of the box, so make sure you don't throw the box away before you grab those. All right, let's get that out of the way. Coming over here to the box real quickly again, before we do get to the vacuum, we'll go through this quickly, but I wanna show you what you do get in the box. We do have a remote control if you don't wanna use the app or if you do not wanna use your smart home device to control it. And good news is they do include the AAA batteries over here in your cloth pouch. And this is gonna be your second cloth pouch here. So that is gonna be the exact same thing for a number 2 spare. That's very nice. All right, coming over here to our charging cable cord here, which you might wanna have some specifications on this. If you do need to go out and purchase an extension cord, maybe, it's up to you. So tip to tip, I'm gonna go with about a 4 foot, 3.5 foot, 4 foot cable or so from tip to tip. And this goes into your charge base station. And that's putting an output of 20 volts, 1.2 amp. Of course, that is for the US. And right here, we have ourselves this would be our bumper that it goes into. And that is part of the charging station as well. Again, input is 20 volt, 1.2 amp. Output is 20 volt, 1.2 amp as well. Right there. Has little pads on the bottom and it bumps right into that to start charging. And then in this one here, we have ourselves another filter, which is very nice right there. So a nice spare filter. And then we have our water tank right here, 500 milliliter water tank right here. You would open up that to fill up the water tank. And of course, all the directions are gonna be in the manual for that. Just clips right in. And you do have a little prong here so it knows exactly what it's doing. And on the bottom of the base charging, you just pop this guy out here. Your plug goes right in there and you can wind it around if you want it shorter, and it can go out either side here or here for cord management. So that's very nice as well. That's gonna do it for that box there. Now we're gonna get to the big guns here. Very nice. Let's go ahead and pull this guy out. Very, very nice vacuum. And here we do have a piece of film over the top. It does say remove that before use. So we'll go ahead and just remove the top film here. And also remove these little guys here, your bumper stops here and here, so that the bumpers are able to push in here. Now, before you do get started, this actually lifts up here, and mine actually came with the brush tool inside here. I'm not exactly sure why, but they have placed that right there. So just be careful of that. And then afterwards, that trap goes down completely flush and looks great. but then again, that pulls up, and then our dustbin pulls out here. We do have a HEPA filter already attached to it, which is awesome. Directions for how to clean it. And how to open it here is you want to flip it upside down like this. Take your thumbs up here, and it gets a little sticky at first, the first one, because that seal is very nice. So it might take you a little bit to go ahead and, again, folds from top to bottom like that there. Snaps back into place. Here is what the inside looks like for your dustbin there, and your nice bumpers all around. Let me go ahead and insert this back inside, and we'll take a closer look at the entire unit at whole. Fold that down. So again, a nice color here. I'm not exactly sure if the company sells in multiple colors, but those again will be linked in the description box below. Your on and off button, your home button here. Again, your front bumper is from here all the way over to here, and your fully upgraded intelligent sensors there. Your charging bars here and here. Looks like some ventilation for the motor there. Coming around the side, again, just the bumpers on the front here. Nice beefy wheels. Look at those wheels, those are awesome. Those are probably the best wheels that I've seen on a robotic vacuum since I have been reviewing them. We have a small wheel up front here, that is for pivoting 360. These ones go just reverse and forward there. We have our brush here, obviously sucks that up into the catch pin. We have some more sensors right here and here and here. And then right here is where our sweeping tool goes on right there. This particular model only has one sweeper. Sometimes you do find them over here as well. You do have two, so that's nice. You come with an extra one as well. And that just goes on like this, press down like that, and now your sweeper is good to go. So what that does, that sweeps underneath the couch, etc., your entertainment center, and sends it into the roller there. This does remove if you have anything caught, very simple, and then locks back into place there. So again, if you want to use your water tank instead of the dustbin, this pulls out, and then this one goes in after you have water in it, clicks in just like this. Put that down, and then your mop with your piece already on here goes right on the back, clicks into place right on the back there. So now you'd be good to go with wet mopping on your floor, your wood, or whatever vinyl you have in your home tile that you want to mop up. And I didn't show this on the front bumper, but you have your major sensor right there. So the technical term would be your infrared sensor right up front here. Your laser radar is going to be right here. And then they actually call this over here and here, that would be obviously your collision sensor once it is pushed in. And then these sensors on the bottom that we saw earlier are your free fall sensors, so it doesn't fall downstairs, etc. There are 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Real quickly, sometimes it's easier to just show you this. You have edge mode, mopping mode, pause, sleeping. Your Wi-Fi does need to be 2.4 gigs. It does not work, the app does not work over a 5G network. Clean and designated area, do not disturb mode, virtual wall scheduled cleaning, mop memorization. And if you are wondering, it says dust the HEPA filter, but do not wash the filter with water. Here are some technical specs. I'll go ahead and let you pause this, and that says the overall dimensions, product weight, rated voltage, rated power, battery capacity is a 3200 milliamp battery, rated power, and rated frequency. Most of those are going to be for the US model. Obviously, you guys in the UK will have slightly different specs according to your parameters there. Here the unit is charging, and actually just a second ago before I turned on the camera, it was actually chiming a little bit. And so now we see it glow here. So we'll just leave it on the charger just for a little bit. Back is where, if you're looking at it this way, the logo here, the back would be your charging prongs again. And we do have the cord right up over here. Now, one thing, it's not that big of a deal, but one thing I do wish is that the cord was just a little bit longer, because obviously for this one, it's perfect, but I actually would prefer it to be right over here. Has a little bit more space over here to work its way. It does say in the manual what type of space it does need. Unfortunately, the plug wasn't able to reach down that far. Again, not that big of a deal, but a little bit longer of a plug would be great. All right, guys, so we have the Proscenic Home app right here. Let's go ahead and fire that up. And I've already signed in and created an account. Pretty simple, just a few seconds here. We have the name of it right there, Proscenic 0563. You can actually edit that, and you can call it whatever name you want to call it. Let's go ahead and go over the app just a little bit here, because this thing is really cool. So, in your thing, you have your devices, feedback messages setting here, and that would be for your whole entire account right there. But what we want to do is you can obviously add another cleaning robot, etc. But let's go ahead and click on this here. So this feature is absolutely fantastic. We are 13 minutes in, and my battery wasn't charged up the whole entire way. Again, I just put it on there briefly for the video, took it off, and then left the house, came back, and now we're using it for the first time. And this is sweet. So what it started doing here is everything in the middle we see. So that little orange yellow dot to the left of the map, the laser actually etches out my home, and the white lines you see there are actually where the robot has been so far. As you can see, that whole entire thing around the center, it looks like almost like a flower. That is my kitchen table, and it went around the chairs. We are 14 minutes into cleaning, and we went from 53% down to 38% battery life. We have cleaned 11.4 meters squared. And in your homepage settings, you can choose all these different languages here. After looking in the app, unfortunately, I don't find any setting that I can switch the meter squared to square feet. It looks like it's only in the metric system. Here down in the bottom left, you have recharge. Right here, we have pause. So let's go ahead and hit that right now. And right behind me, you probably can't hear that, but it actually paused and said something. And over here we have spot cleaning, area cleaning, and a virtual wall. So this is what is so awesome. So if you do not want your robot going underneath your entertainment center or going in an area, if you have a lot of cords or things that it potentially could get trapped on or stuck on, then you go ahead and set up a virtual wall. So what we do here is let's go ahead and just push on that. The virtual wall will be saved after cleaning is complete and recharging. And so what it does is you would have to end it just like it says up there. So let's go ahead and down at the bottom here, it says add. So we have an add here, and you can, I think, shrink that. Yeah, here we go. We can shrink that. And so right now that's blocking off. Let me just go up there, and I want to see if it enters into my kitchen. So over on the right-hand side is my hallway going to my bedroom. It hasn't mapped that out because it hasn't been over there quite yet. Right now it's trying to focus on the rest of my living room down below, and it will map out more as it goes around the house. So let's go ahead and hit save there. That will save, and I'll get back to you. Let's go ahead and hit start again. And it just said continue behind me, and within a couple seconds, it fires back up. So right here on the screen here, it actually says, looks like the robot is blocked or stuck. This is when you do want to use a virtual wall for underneath your entertainment center. Every single robotic vacuum that I have reviewed, you just don't want them to suck up iPhone cables, your charging cables. Obviously a regular vacuum would do the same thing. So let's go ahead and hit this right here. And that is just a little warning there. So that's really cool. So we hit confirm. And you know what's cool is that you can actually fire up your app while you're away. Let's say if you're doing a quick errand, so that you're aware of what's going on over the app if you are monitoring it while you're away. So again, this is just what you have to be careful of here, especially with my IKEA here. Now, a couple things you can do is you can use the virtual wall setting, but in this regards, obviously, just slip it on out. It's free. You hit that button and it will continue. It actually just sounds like a white noise machine, to be honest with you. But just with cables and wires, obviously you would pick that up with a normal vacuum. So just be a little bit careful about that. But overall, I'm really liking the features for sure on this thing. Let's make sure that the drop sensors are working correctly. Yep, gets right to the edge. And as it's going there, remember the 4 drop sensors that I showed you, it senses that there's nothing below it there. So instead of falling down the stairs, it works its way over here, and these things are very, very intelligent as it's kind of cruising around, hugging the area here. And it's just actually on, I think, free running mode right now. Goes around the hoverboard. And what I like about that brush is it sweeps everything into the trap there and then sucks it up as it goes by. What's nice, fits right in there, backs itself up, gets right on the edge with the brush, and cleans it right into it. A normal vacuum doesn't have that brush feature to whip it into its path and then suck it up. Right now we have it on auto clean. Got in between my chairs, actually got underneath that chair and pushed that cord around, but it didn't suck it up, didn't get stuck on it, which was awesome. And then goes around my backpack, as you can see it twirl over here. I'm gonna go ahead and step around it. And then as you can see here, it went down to the wall, turned around by the plant here, and the brush is on the right side. So it gets all of this and drags it into it. I do need to go ahead and pick up this, which I put down for some reason. We'll go ahead and put that right there. As we can see here, going along the edges, going that way, and then twirling around. So let's see what he does here. It kind of gets to that line, because he already went this way, and then this way, and then working back here and here. And you can monitor this all, again, over the app virtual mapping. All right, so instead of using a picture frame or anything like that, I've set up a virtual wall right on that line, and I've elongated it. As we can see here, I'm zooming into the map here. So it's right on the edge, and I elongated it. So that's the entire length of my entertainment center. And once again, my kitchen is blocked off over there. Now you can only set up, if you try to set up a virtual wall while it is running, it will pause itself. And then after you set up the virtual wall, again, you can restart it there. We're 22 minutes in, started at 53%. We're down to 22% battery life, 15.4 meters squared cleaned. Here we have eco mode, normal mode, which I actually am on already, and turbo mode there. So let me try out turbo mode here. There we can see turbo mode right there. Being as loud as a white noise machine, that actually has been normal mode. The reason why I said that was do not disturb was prompted already, but that is if you do not want it to do any sort of cleaning. Let's say you're having a really important at-home work meeting or a family dinner and it normally is scheduled during that time, then you do a do not disturb time zone there. But we have been again on normal mode. Let's go ahead and click over on eco mode real quick. And that actually lowers the volume by about a third, I want to say. And now we're going to try turbo mode. And that probably increased the volume by about 1/3 or so. But I could still easily probably take a nap or watch TV if that's in the room next to me. That's a lot quieter than a regular vacuum. And remember, once you do have your virtual walls up, you can save the map so you don't have to input the virtual walls every single time if you are keeping your house the exact same positioning, meaning that the same items are always left out at the exact same places or whatnot. You can save the map so that you don't have to, again, re-enter it. So as you can see here, my virtual maps are not there. I did not save that, but you have that feature if you want to keep those virtual wall settings saved. So we've been going for 79 minutes and it has 7% battery remaining, and the vacuum is now blinking, meaning that it's going to work its way back to the home base because it does need enough battery to return to the home base and dock itself charging. Here you can see the entire house has been vacuumed, 46.8 meters, the downstairs, and you can see exactly where it's been. The mapping system is actually mapping past the walls of my home, so the areas that you think are my home that haven't been cleaned, that's actually not my home. Alrighty, I have connected it to my Echo Dot device. I will use the trigger word, so if you have them, go ahead and put the volume a little bit lower, but I'll ask it in just a second here. In the instruction manual, I didn't see anything that showed precise details about how to set it up to your Google or Echo Amazon device, but it was pretty easy in the app, in the Amazon Alexa app on your phone. You will enable skills and activities, and then you just type in Proscenic Home, you allow it to work, and it actually, even though I nicknamed my robotic vacuum Robot, it actually is requiring you to say Smart Bot instead of your actual name. So let me go ahead and show you. You can do a couple really cool mouth voice features. Alexa, ask Smart Bot to start cleaning. I'm gonna go over here.
Smart Bot start cleaning.
Nice, there we go. In the kitchen here. And again, with these type of mats, like any vacuum, no vacuum is gonna precisely go over these kitchen type mats like this. So again, you would pick that up normal, check it out as it goes around my trash here. I do need to take that out to the recycle bin. Nice little nudge right into the trash can, and we clean right around it. That is beautiful. Watch this. Alexa, ask Smart Bot to stop cleaning.
Smart Bot stop cleaning.
Nice. That is A-okay in my book. Mr. Robot, what are you up to? I was upstairs for the last 20 minutes or so. Come downstairs, and we're looking absolutely fantastic. Just cleaning away. I think she's been going for about 1 hour now, about 65 minutes or so. We got about 20% battery life left. I'll let the battery just go ahead and run out. It'll go ahead and dock and then recharge. So we're looking absolutely fantastic there. Again, just with the regular cords like that, just kind of scoots it out of the way. But you probably shouldn't have a lamp on the floor like I do, but that's okay. Nice, right around my bed there. Yeah, we want it to get nice and in there, nice and tight. Yeah, looking real good. Let me show you here, coming down here. Again, I was upstairs editing a video, and look at that. Beautiful carpet lines all the way up and down. For some reason, I just didn't do a virtual wall. I just set these items down here so it just lightly bumps into a picture frame. They are already right there, but again, use your virtual wall. But look at that. That's awesome. That is literally back and forth, and I'll show you the map when it is completely done. Look at that, all the way. It did the whole entire house. Right up underneath my guitar, right up against where it can squeeze in. Did it get even behind? I think it actually went behind as well because it can fit. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's when all the way against the edges, all the way underneath my fireplace, around my hoverboard. Let's see, it should have gone over here as well. It sure did. Look at that, all the way to the corners there. And then it goes this way, and then I think it went back and forth, stopped, and then back and forth, stopped. Just like we saw over here where it goes that way and then that way. So I just asked my Echo Dot to have the SmartBot charge. So let's go ahead and see what it can do here. I think this is an adequate space. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky. Obviously, the more space, the better if you had it like up against an open area right over here. If you need the space and it's a little bit more confined, then this works fine. Again, pushes up right up against that there, and we will start to charge here. Let's go ahead and take a look. Very nice. This is now blinking, which means it is charging. That is great. And works with my Echo Dot, Echo devices, and Google Play as well. Now here's something to keep in mind if you have quarter rounds down here at the bottom. Now what you can do in two scenarios here is that it will press in. Sometimes this base station pushes back a little bit because majority of the weight is being pushed up against the quarter round, and because the charging prongs are here and not on the bottom, you can either slip something like a black pad back here that maybe looks a little bit better than this, or stick some adhesive on the bottom, some 3M double-sided tape, so that base station doesn't get pushed backwards against the wall here because of the quarter rounds. If that was completely flat, it would be completely fine, but the quarter round sticks out a little bit there. So what do you think? Let's go ahead and see how much we got here. Let's go ahead and flip up the trap, eject that guy, and let's take a look. Oh, that's nasty. Look at that. That's like a major fur ball in there. Whoa. Okay, let's go ahead and knock this guy out, and I'll show you here. Let me see. I don't know if I can do it with one hand here. That's awesome. I keep my house clean, so for it to pick up this much stuff, oh, goodness gracious. That magic little wand that sweeps it into its trap is looking great. Let's go ahead and knock that out so you guys can see exactly what we got there. Wowzers. That is a nice big old hairball. And again, with zero effort on my part, picks that up. Because this is a review video, I'm gonna be reviewing it. And I do want to address one little con. Again, it's not a make or break, but I'm experiencing, unfortunately, the sensors are clean, but the machine thinks that the black in my carpet right here, it's pitch black right here. So when it goes over that, it thinks the cliff sensors are dirty and need to be wiped off and then placed on level ground. So for instance, when it goes like this, it would pick up the sensors, be able to back up. But with this here, it goes over the thick parts of the black. You're probably not going to experience this, but I'm just letting you know if you have a really dark carpet to use the virtual wall. Yesterday, it went through perfectly fine. It's happening a few times, but not every single time. So all you do, let me show you. The cliff sensors are completely fine there. As we can see there, the infrared, if you pick that up on camera, I cannot see that with my eyeballs, but the camera's picking that up there. So you just flip it back around. It'll take a second just like this, see? And then you go ahead and hit continue there. Well, I really like the virtual wall. It's doing a fantastic job here. I do need to move it on my map a little bit over more so it gets a little bit closer but doesn't go underneath. But it's doing a fantastic job right there. It just hit the virtual wall. But again, I need to scoot the virtual wall on my map over a little bit, but it's doing a fantastic job there. And the mapping feature is amazing. Once you actually read the map correctly, you can see that it's actually seeing my entertainment center right here in a square as it goes around. It maps it all out. And then even the square of my carpet right here and my coffee table. I mean, the technology is getting awesome and this thing is producing. Well guys, overall, I think this one has tremendous improvements with the laser technology, mapping it out with the virtual walls, etc. I think those are fantastic features and it's only gonna get better and better from here on out. So guys, again, if you want to read more about this, see what other people are saying about it, look for that link in the description box below and you guys can pick one up yourself. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thumbs that video up if it has helped you make an informed decision, and I will see you on the next review. My name again is Chris. We'll see you then. Take care. Bye-bye. Don't let the party stop, guys. Hit one of these videos, continue to watch, and we'll see you soon.